Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Plumbing Yoga. I'm really glad that you're here. Today, we want to do something a little bit different. This one is we're going to do a little painting here. We're painting a pretty little picture for you. If you like what you see, then go ahead and make sure that you subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right. So for this one, we want to start with an 18 by 18 inch canvas here, and we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of, let's not use the black right off the start. Let's use a little yellow. So for this one, we want to paint a pretty little sunshine over here. Let's go ahead and paint a pretty little sunshine for you here. Be careful, don't get that everywhere you go. So you don't want to make a mess. But sometimes that's part of art, isn't it? So we're going to paint a pretty little bit of yellow over here. Paint a pretty little sunshine. Isn't that nice? Now these ones I'm using a CPVC glue for this one here. So that looks great, doesn't it? All right, great job, everybody. Don't forget to breathe. I know it might be hard with the odor of the glue, but it's still a very important thing. Okay, now we gotta go ahead and let's do a little bit of PVC primer. How does that sound? Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a little bit of primer here. It's gonna get us a little color. Oh, see, isn't that nice? That looks great. Yeah, that's coming out great. See, and you can kind of use any color that you want with this here. But when it comes to using plumbing materials for these types of things, you only got to use what you got. So, yeah, that's great. Let's go ahead and get a little darker shade inside there. Now, don't be afraid to go a little wide with your strokes. Make sure to get that blended in there. That's looking good, guys. You're doing a great job, everybody. Look at that. Okay, now go ahead and kind of switch it up here a little bit for you. Get that on there. Okay, now let's get a little water going on in there. How does that sound? All right. All right. Oh boy, isn't that glue smell great? Okay, now for this one, I suggest using the PVC glue. Now this one is a Ring or Shine Medium. This one's a medium blue. So this one, let's go ahead and get ourselves a little sky. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great. Look at that. That's filling in nice right there. Don't be afraid to get some of these areas. I mean, we're kind of going a little abstract here, aren't we? That looks great. Now, sometimes you want to go ahead and start with getting the background. That'd be, good thing artistically to do. Just kind of get a little bit of that before you do the sun. But we don't want to mix them together and then have our sun turn green because, that would be awkward, wouldn't it? All right, there we go. Look at that. That's coming along great. Okay. Get a little bit more over there. Great. Okay, now got that going good. That's looking great, everybody. Good job. Yeah. All right. Now let's go ahead and let's get ourselves let's see if we can get ourselves a little foliage. For this one, we're going to use an ABS to PVC transition glue. Now this one is kind of a greenish color, so let's go ahead and get a little green in there. We're going to paint a pretty little tree over here. Let's see. How about right here? best to use the glue when it's not a little sticky, but for this instance, we wanted to go ahead and use it because the fact that it's not going to trip all over the floor. All right. Oh, look at that. Well, that one's not quite turning out the way that we wanted, but don't worry about that because we can still work with that one. I'm just going to get a little bit of shrubbery in here like this, and then we can go ahead and add in a little contrast here afterwards. Let's go ahead and scrape that off because we don't want to get that excess on there. That's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit more out of here. Oh, look at that. That's great. Okay, we can get some of that in here like that. And just to kind of add a little background to it. So don't be afraid to be aggressive with the brush while you're painting. You know, just kind of get that in there. All right, great. Oh wow, look at that. All right. Now, okay, well, let's go ahead and switch here to start getting ourselves a little bit of definition. How's that sound? Let's go ahead. We're gonna switch to an ABS glue. Now, a lot of times when these cans get stuck together like this, you gotta use channel locks in order to get them open. Oh boy, that's a tough one. There we go, great job everybody. Don't forget to bring your channel locks. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get a little contrast going on here. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna kind of get a pretty little scene, some trees, like that. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Okay. It's coming along nicely. Here we go. That's great. Man, it's getting hard to breathe. Now, I would recommend for safety purposes to do this in a very well ventilated area. You don't want to pass out. Then you're going to have a bad time. And we're all about having a good time, aren't we, everybody? All right. That's great, everybody. Great job. And don't be afraid to explore the space. I know we've got a little bit of space that's still down below here. So you can feel free to go ahead and kind of get a little crazy with it if you want. Now see, this stuff not only works great for getting a nice little picture painted, but it also works great for connecting different types of pipes here, see? This is what we in the industry like to put your crapper lines together with sometimes. Or your water, different things like that. I want to try to do some nice little strokes. You know, this type of stuff that you can pick up from your local plumbing supply store or, Home Depots, Lowe's, places like that. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not getting paid from any of those. Actually, I'm not getting paid by anybody. Who knew? Wow, that's turning out great. All right. Now, the other thing that we can do too in some of these is we can actually get a little, we can go ahead and use our hands. That's why we use gloves for some of these things. So we can go ahead and get a little creative with it. Well, yeah, this actually looks pretty good right here. What do you guys think about that? Go ahead and let me know, and let me know what you think about it. And like always, don't forget to breathe, and I hope you guys all have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.